with BC travel restrictions lifted, we're starting to see more people at the airport. But in terms of international travel, it turns out if you don't have a vaccination, the people here at the airport say you might have a tough time moving around the world.
The signals that we're getting from government and from worldwide is that there's going to be some sort of digital health passport. And what that is that'll be a digital health record of the level of vaccination that you've had, whether you've had it, whether you've had COVID, and that'll be used for entry requirement for international travelers into other countries. Not only that, but it will also be required for the very near future for travelers internationally to have a negative either PCR or antigen COVID test prior to boarding their aircraft on international travel.
Right, and we've seen the testing station set up here for certain travel where that's been required by employers, etc. Do you expect that to be for all international travelers just about as we go forward?
We believe that all international travels for the foreseeable future, six months to a year, are going to require a negative COVID test prior to travel.
So are you going to be able to scale that up? I mean, it doesn't look to me like they could handle everybody. But how will that work?
We have a partnership right now with Whitecap Medical, and that partnership can process approximately 200 people a day for PCR and for antigen testing. It's right on site here, and people can go ahead and book that through the online booking engine. But we already have agreement with them in place to ramp up as required. So we'll just continue to add more modular sections of that facility to ensure that we can capture all of the antigen and the PCR testing required for international travel.
Things are changing fast. I guess you have to, as you're planning for all this, you have to sort of plan for, different possible outcomes. We see the case counts dropping right now, but I guess you have to be prepared for anything.
There's a strong demand right now for travel. Our air service development team has been working tirelessly with the airline partners and building on those relationships to add routes. We had 9 non-stop domestic destinations pre-COVID. Once we get into phase 3 of the restart plan this summer, we're going to have 16 non-stop destinations. So we've added Montreal, Hamilton, Ottawa, Kitchener-Waterloo, as well as Winnipeg, Saskatoon, and Regina. So that really talks a lot about the future demand and the airline confidence in our region.
Right. And do you expect that once people start to feel, hey, it is safe to travel, that there will be kind of a pent-up demand that you see, and suddenly you'll get, even more than what was the normal prior?
We know that forward bookings on airlines right now are strong into the summer and into the fall. We expect to get back to about 80 to 85% of the pre-COVID level by the end of 2022, but we really don't expect a full recovery until 2024 and 2025, so that would be back to the 2 million passenger level that we had prior.